3 summers ago, an emergency veterinarian shared a story that still haunts many dog owners. A healthy-looking golden retriever arrived at the clinic after a normal afternoon in the backyard. He had access to water. He had not collapsed. He had not been left in a hot car. In fact, his owner almost canceled the appointment because the symptoms seemed so minor. The dog was just a little quieter than usual. A little less interested in playing. A little more tired. Nothing that sounded like an emergency. But by the time the veterinarian examined him, the dog was already suffering from significant dehydration. The frightening part was that almost every warning sign had been there for hours, but they were so subtle that nobody recognized them. And that is exactly why dehydration is one of the most dangerous health problems dog owners face during the summer months. Most people imagine a dehydrated dog as one that is collapsing, desperately searching for water, or struggling to stand. But the truth is far more concerning. The earliest signs often look completely normal. Today, we are going to reveal the 7 hidden signs your dog may be dehydrated right now, explain the science behind each one, and uncover the warning signal that many owners miss until it becomes a medical emergency. And trust me, sign number 3 could completely change the way you check on your dog from now on. Why dehydration is more dangerous than most people realize. Before we get to the signs, there is something every dog owner needs to understand. A dog's body is made up of approximately 60% water. Water is not just something your dog drinks when they're thirsty. It is involved in nearly every process that keeps them alive. Water helps transport oxygen through the bloodstream, regulates body temperature, supports digestion, protects organs, lubricates joints, and helps remove waste products from the body. When dehydration begins, the body starts making sacrifices. Blood flow becomes less efficient, organs receive fewer resources, and the heart has to work harder. The longer dehydration continues, the greater the risk of serious complications. What makes this especially dangerous is that dogs cannot simply tell us how they feel. Instead, they communicate through tiny changes in behavior, changes most owners never notice. Let's start with the first hidden sign. Sign number 1, your dog seems a little off. Imagine your dog normally greets you at the door every day. Today they still greet you, but not with the same excitement. Maybe they stand up a little slower. Maybe they wag their tail a little less. Maybe they seem slightly less interested in playing. Most people dismiss this immediately. After all, everyone has lazy days. But one of the earliest effects of dehydration is reduced circulation efficiency. As water levels decrease, oxygen delivery becomes less effective. The result is that your dog may feel tired before they feel thirsty. Because the change is gradual, owners often miss it completely. Veterinarians frequently hear the same phrase, "He just wasn't acting like himself." Sometimes, that is the very first clue. Sign number 2, sticky gums. Now let's look at something veterinarians check almost automatically, your dog's gums. Healthy gums should feel moist and smooth, almost slippery. But as dehydration develops, the mouth begins losing moisture. The gums become tacky, sticky, and unusually dry. Most owners never think to check. Yet this simple observation can provide valuable information about hydration status. The next time your dog is relaxed, gently lift their lip and touch the gum surface. It takes only seconds, and what you discover might surprise you. But even more revealing is the next sign, because it involves a simple test that every dog owner should know. Sign number 3, the skin test most owners never use. This may be one of the most useful dehydration checks available at home, yet surprisingly few dog owners know about it. Here's how it works. Gently lift the loose skin between your dog's shoulder blades and then release it. In a properly hydrated dog, the skin should spring back almost immediately, like a fresh rubber band snapping back into shape. However, when dehydration begins, the skin loses elasticity. Instead of bouncing back quickly, it returns slowly. Sometimes it even remains tented for a brief moment. This happens because water helps maintain the skin's normal structure and flexibility. Without enough fluid, the skin simply cannot recover as efficiently. Now, this test is not perfect. Older dogs naturally have less elastic skin, and some breeds may show different results. But when combined with other warning signs, it can be incredibly valuable. And here is the scary part. Many owners perform this test only after their dog already appears sick. By then, dehydration may have been developing for quite some time. Sign number 4, eyes that look different. Your dog's eyes reveal more about their health than most people realize. Veterinarians often pay close attention to eye appearance during examinations because dehydration affects tissues throughout the entire body, including those surrounding the eyes. As fluid levels drop, the eyes may appear less bright and less vibrant. In more significant cases, they may even look slightly sunken. The change is often subtle. So subtle, in fact, that owners who see their dog every day fail to notice it. Think about seeing a family member every day. Small changes are difficult to detect, but someone who has not seen them in months notices immediately. The same thing happens with our dogs. While many owners focus on obvious symptoms, the next sign is often happening right in front of them. Sign number 5, excessive panting. Most people assume panting always means heat, and sometimes it does. But dehydration adds another layer to the story. Dogs primarily cool themselves through panting. When fluid levels begin dropping, the body works harder to regulate temperature. The result is more panting, longer panting, and heavier panting. Imagine trying to cool a car engine while the radiator is running low on fluid. The cooling system must work harder to achieve the same result. A dehydrated dog faces a similar challenge. This is why excessive panting should never be ignored, especially during warm weather. But there is another clue that many owners overlook entirely, one that appears every single day. Sign number 6, darker urine. Here is a question: what does your dog's urine normally look like? Most owners are not sure, yet it can provide important information. When water intake decreases, the body enters conservation mode. The kidneys work to retain as much fluid as possible. As a result, urine becomes more concentrated and darker in color. Think about making orange juice. If you use less water, the color becomes stronger. The same basic principle applies here. Darker urine alone does not diagnose dehydration, but when combined with other signs, it becomes another important piece of the puzzle. And now we come to the final warning sign, one that surprises many owners. Sign number 7, your dog is not interested in food. Most people expect a dehydrated dog to run toward water. But many do not realize dehydration can also affect appetite. As dehydration progresses, dogs may begin feeling uncomfortable. Digestion becomes less efficient, energy levels decline, and food simply becomes less appealing. The change is often subtle. A dog who normally finishes every meal suddenly leaves some food behind. The next day, they eat a little less. Owners may assume they are being picky, but sometimes the body is sending an entirely different message. This is where dehydration becomes especially dangerous because the longer it continues, the greater the strain on every organ system. Which brings us to an important question. How do you know when dehydration has crossed the line from concern to emergency? When you should call a veterinarian immediately. If your dog shows signs such as collapse, vomiting, severe weakness, confusion, difficulty standing, pale gums, seizures, persistent diarrhea, or symptoms of heat stroke, do not wait. Seek veterinary care immediately. At this stage, dehydration may no longer be the only problem. Vital organs may already be under significant stress, and rapid treatment can make all the difference. Conclusion: the most dangerous thing about dehydration is not how severe it can become. It is how quietly it begins. A little less energy, a slightly sticky mouth, a subtle change in the eyes, a slower skin response. These are tiny clues and small signals, whispers from a body asking for help. Because our dogs cannot tell us what is wrong, those whispers are often all we get. The good news is that now you know what to look for. So before you click away, take a moment to check your dog's gums, observe their energy level, watch their eyes, and perform the simple skin test we discussed earlier. Sometimes the difference between a healthy dog and a medical emergency is not what happens at the veterinary clinic. It is what an owner notices before they ever get there. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to Veterinary Era for more science-backed insights that help your dog live a longer, healthier, and happier life. Your dog depends on you to notice the signs, and now you are better prepared to see them. Live a longer, healthier, and happier life. Your dog depends on you to notice the signs, and now you are better prepared to see them.